Magnetism is her nature, the sacred art of feminine seduction. Welcome to Sacred Soul Sparks podcast, where devotion meets desire and the feminine awakens in her full magnetic power. I'm Michelle Cross, a guide for women reclaiming their sensuality, their voice, and the sacred union within. So let's dive in. This is one of my all-time favorite quotes. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as some surprise? I dance like I have diamonds at the meeting of my thighs. The phenomenal Maya Angelou. And yes, beloved, you do have diamonds at the meeting of your thighs. And I'm sure you know that diamonds come into being under extreme pressure and heat, and then they are polished to shine in all of their many facets. And you are the same. Like all sacred things, they weren't necessarily handed to you. They were created, maybe through the fires of heartbreak or the transitions of life, the awakenings, and even your becoming. You, dear woman, are no different. You are not just delicate. You are indestructible like the diamond. And your sensuality is not a tool for attention. It is your innate truth. And this episode is not just about seduction the way that the world has taught it. It's not about the manipulation or performance or the way that you look or what you wear or if you go to Bali. It's about permission. Permission to return to your nature and your magnetism. So what do women truly desire? At our core as women, we want to be desired. We want to be seen, not through the eyes of another, but felt and heard and met in our ache and held in all of our sacred, messy, cyclic phases or faces. And then there's a paradox. To be fully met terrifies us, because to be fully met requires us to be fully open. And that means we can't hide behind our performance anymore. No more of this perfect posing, no more of the pretending that we don't care when the ache is there to be chosen. We ache for sacred seduction, not from the outside, but from within. And so, what is feminine seduction? It is this art of returning home to yourself. It's that moment where your breath slows down and your hips begin to move all by themselves. And in Tantra, this is the sahaja, the spontaneous movement. It's kundalini in activation. It is the arousal. It's the twinkle in your eyes and the softness of your voice. And it's the way you walk into a room with no explanation. And everything shifts. It's not something you do. It is who you are when you stop dimming. For me, seduction is magnetism in motion. And magnetism is your natural field. It's your embodied glow and the radiance and the pull that others feel towards you, even in the stillness. It comes from this inner alignment when your nervous system is regulated, your yoni is awake, and your heart is open. And it's really what makes someone pause and feel you before you speak. It's oh so subtle, felt, and sovereign. And if you want to know a little more about how to turn on your magnetism, I have this most phenomenal free guide, and it's a sensual transmission, and it's your next step. I'll leave the link below. So seduction is this ritualized or conscious art of magnetism. It's, as I said, it's magnetism in motion, and it's how your energy dances between the space between you and potentially another. It could be your voice, your gaze, the movements, the silence, the energetic presence. And seduction is that subtle initiation, that come hither, but not from that lack or that performance, from your fullness, from your sovereign invitation. And this is what I love to initiate women into. So if you're here and you know that there is more, that you want more, and I don't know any woman who doesn't want more power, more pleasure, more pulse, and you're kind of done performing the magnetism or trying to get it, you are ready to become magnetism. And it's about remembering you already are. And I guide women into the return to her, this magnetic woman, this seductress. And so it's when you stop outsourcing your glow and remember that your glow lives within, because true feminine magnetism doesn't chase, she calls. And she calls in love. She calls in truth. She honors connection alive, along with the butterflies that settle. I know because I've lived this. I've activated my own diamond energy, polished the diamonds of my soul, and I've moved continents for love. And over 15 years later, he is still spellbound. And this is not about fantasy, it's about frequency. And there's this hunger that I see in women that I work for. They've reached that breaking point where it's been months, maybe years. They just cannot go on not knowing or feeling or wondering. And they are oh so curious. There is more. And yes, there is more. Women are just ready to polish the diamonds, and because of the heat and the pressures of life, of avoiding, dimming, silencing, they have just had enough. And they're ready to feel that throb between their thighs. They desire to feel this pulse. And this is not for sex. This is for something way more. So just take a breath with me here. If you can, place one hand gently on your chest, your breasts. And can you feel your own longing now? As you breathe in and your chest, your breasts rise to meet the hand placed there. Do you feel that desire for more truth and more depth, and more turn on that is primal? Just exhale into that. You don't need more tips or tools. You're here for a transformation. You maybe have done the mindset or the affirmations or put the crystal in your bra. And the DIY is just taking too long. And you're beginning to realize that everything starts within. So to embrace your many facets of your feminine experience is to embrace all your feminine faces, all the phases that are like the diamonds. There's one diamond with many facets. There's one you and your many facets. And we're polishing everything so that you glow. So let me ask you, maybe if you close your eyes and feel your breath and allow your breasts to rise and fall with the breath, and then see if you can invite the breath deeper into your belly. And I want you to listen to the first couple of words that arise. What part of your body lights up at the thought of being fully desired? Maybe what part of her contracts? I share this practice about body talk. We go into the sensations within, and I'll do a podcast about it. But whether there was an opening, a lighting up, or a contraction, these are all the places to become intimate with, not avoid. Everything is a portal deeper within. So when we talk about sacred seduction, we're not talking about this surface level sex appeal, this kind of magnetism in motion that draws what is meant for you to you without you even lifting a finger. And in Tantra, the truth is you don't need to hustle for your radiance. You just awaken to what already lives within you. And that is my gift. Awakening you to her. Your primal feminine energy is so magnetic, and your primal feminine energy is called Shakti. And she's this divine energy that's pulsing through all living beings, and she flows through you. She is that throb, that pulse, that longing between your thighs. And Shakti resides between your thighs, within your Yoni, the sacred space of your vagina. She awakens you, or I show you, or the house, when you stop holding on so tightly or performing or fixing. You become magnetic without even trying. Your Yoni is the receiver. Your heart is the field. And the power that lives within you is your capacity to stay open and open again and again when the world has taught you to close. So this sacred seduction is not the kind you learn in Cosmo or any other magazines. It's the kind that it's not the kind that is built on performance or lingerie or the arch of your back just right. It's the kind that arises between the Yoni and the heart axis, where your breath is the invitation, where your softness is your power, where seduction becomes oh so sovereign. It's a state of your soul. Sacred seduction is a reclamation of your pleasure, of your primal intelligence. And this is not AI, artificial intelligence. This is AI, ancient intelligence. And this is what I love to guide women into. I help you reignite the sparks inside of your own body to create this safe space where you feel, breathe, move, sound, and awaken. And where you learn how to become your own seductress, not from the outside in, but from the sacred pulse within. And it's for you. And then you can bring that into relationship if you desire. So I want to close this podcast with a guided ritual. So you can either come back to this if you're not in the space for it right now. But this is really to begin to awaken magnetism within you. So if you can, close your eyes and just become aware of your body and your breath. And just begin to notice the parts of your body that are connected to what you are seated upon. So the parts are grounding you. And from this grounding, this awareness of what you're connected to, begin to lengthen through your spine, your sacred inner channel. And with your mind's eye, bring your awareness to your seat, to your pelvis. And in Tantra, the body is a temple, and your Yoni, the inner sanctum. So I'm going to invite you to place both palms on your pelvis, the fingers pointing down to create a soft triangle, index fingers touching, thumbs touching. And just rest your hands on your pelvis, over your womb area. And this is Yoni Mudra. And feel as you place your hands here, it's as if you're blessing your body. You're allowing your awareness to land here. And begin to take a few breaths. Feel the breath breathing you. In Tantra, your breath is the feminine, and your awareness is the masculine. And this is the first moment of sacred union. So inhale gently and just feel the breath enter you. And invite the breath in and down all the way towards your pelvis, to your hands, to your yoni. And if the breath is in the upper part of your chest, then with every breath, let her seduce you deeper within. Just allow yourself to enter a little bit deeper with each breath. So the inhale is coming in and down. And then the exhale is rising up and out the mouth with a soft, sweet sigh or sound, an ah or ha. Inhaling in and down to your roots. Exhaling up and out, letting go. And again, breathing in and down, up and out. And with each breath, feel the breath seducing you deeper within your body. Now let your masculine awareness rest in the rhythm of your breath. Feel the rise and the fall, the expansion and the softness. And allow your jaw to relax, part the lips, let the breath be easy. And if your body naturally begins to move or undulate or circle, let the body move. Let your hips whisper. Let your womb guide you. Now ask yourself, what is the message my Yoni would like to speak to me right now? That's it, just stay here and let her speak. Let Shakti rise. You are the temple. You are the transmission. And you, my love, are the seductress. So stay here for as long as you choose. And if this stirred something within you, I'd love you to share it with me. When you're ready, bring your hands into a prayer before your heart and just bow your head to your heart. I invite you to let these sacred sparks spread. Let your breath polish the diamonds at the center of your thighs. And when you're ready to stop performing magnetism and start becoming, there's a space for you. And I'll see you at the next episode. For now, just rest in and feel your body be moved.